behind it, and you were stuck on something.
Yeah, strip mine.
Welcome back. Don Ching here.
In conjunction with...
Game 2. No sideboard of best out of 5. Brian Weissman, Steve Menendon. I only bring the best players in the world. Edwin and Clint are just there for, I don't know what they're here for. Watching. All right, we got a mulligan going on. Brian, let me see your hand, Brian.
Something he has to say.
Also, there's balance is good against library. That's a turn one play. Yeah.
But a lot of the cards, the problem is obviously when libraries play from a control deck, it fortifies your position so fast that they can't resolve anything. So none of those solutions that can be countered tend to be solutions to it. They're all very
I agree with your analysis. I just disagree with the conclusion. I
really think that looking at it from a if you look at what old school is supposed to be about in terms of people enjoying games that are interactive and fun and so on, the library offers so much less than it takes away from the format in terms of creating games that are entirely lopsided and one person is just effectively dead on turn 1 and then they spend 7 or 8 turns
I feel like
killed worse
Iron Chef
with no answers in their deck or ways to stop it.
You act like Iron Chef.
I know. Come on, guys. Stephen Mulligan.
guess I'll try this.
Okay.
To try.
Scry.
Who's first?
I am.
Okay. All right.
Go ahead.
Let's do it. Factory Ivory Tyler.
Very nice.
And 2 dice.
That's main deck. Yeah. 8 Tog. Interesting.
Go ahead.
You have 1 card?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
Stephen went all in.
I think that the disagreement is the degree of harm. I agree with your analysis, but I actually think that a fundamental element of Magic is variance and luck, and the idea that we can just like minimize variance to such an extreme degree, I think is actually antithetical to Magic on some level. And
I'm not saying minimize variance. You can't circumvent things like Ancestral Recall and mana and everything else that's endemic to the game. I just think that one card warping the format so much when it doesn't need to. There's 2 ways that it's avoidable. Obviously, this 4 strip mine solution is the one for if you must play with it.
Right, but the other is banning it.
Yeah, exactly. There's a certain just power level that I think is enjoyable in the game, and then there's things above that. And the library just rises to the level where it doesn't improve anybody's game experience. I will play a sorry, and I'll pump the remaining mana factory and be done.
You pump the remaining mana? There's no remaining mana.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right. I'm not tapping sorry. Go
Oh,
ahead.
sweets. Oh, you're talking about the sweets, yeah. What about Mishra's Factory?
I think the best version for the format is if you really want to make it the intention of the founders is restricted factory and restricted strip mine and probably ban Library of Alexandria. I think is the best format.
the problem. So there are more layers to this conversation. So basically, yeah, I declared tax. Did you do anything?
Debating.
And what's your life too?
Well, 20.
Okay.
Interesting play. Stephen has 4 artifacts.
Swords. At least 1. Makes
sense.
19.
So let me try and summarize and distill.
So you're at 21?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have anything further?
I will pass.
Devices. Yeah.
The device is matched by the. Let's just do this.
Guys.
My opinion on why it shouldn't be banned is because I agree with you that it does take over games that exist. I do think, though, there are more answers. I don't think it's unbeatable. I think, like, Library can be answered by City in a Bottle, Balance, Strip Mine, Chaos Orb. Many of those are slower, and Blood Moon is underplayed. But I think the reason it's not bannable, or shouldn't be banned, is because the probability of a library winning 2 games in a row, single-handedly, 2 games in a row, and thereby taking a match, is not that high.
It's interesting.
It does. That's actually the only metric that matters. Games don't actually matter.
Yeah,
like they don't.
That way.
And so, and what I'm trying to, that's the reason we do best of 3 in Magic, is because Magic fundamentally is about variance. And we have mechanisms for minimizing variance and mechanisms for maximizing variance. The 60 card minimum, 4 card maximum rule increases variance by design. The 2 of 3 rule minimizes variance. And so I think the match structure is designed such that library is not actually too powerful, but I wouldn't have any like strong and fast objection. The other point I think is important in this debate is that the value of library changes slightly, not to a large degree, but slightly from match to match. So in a control mirror, it's kind of at its like apogee, its apex power.
Anyway, don't you just care about the $100,000? I mean, what's going on here, right?
Sorry, I'm trying to wake up.
Didn't Johnny Manziel
I need
say,
coffee.
I can't hear, man. I can't hear. Remember that?
I know.
He's such an idiot.
All right, what do we got? Whose turn is it?
It's my turn. I'm thinking.
What's funny about that is you say it so softly.
Well, I have to. We've got a baby sleeping.
Always refer. No, the TV's on too.
Oh,
So
okay.
you're fine. Dude, Don Shea accepts any noise.
I think that like library, it's like this is really evident in vintage day. Like
Done.
if you play library against a combo deck or a fast tempo deck, you might just lose instead of actually playing like a cantrip. Now in old school, library is at maximal value. I'm gonna lose this game. Or in a situation like this, pass.
2 cards.
I do. But you know, to ban a card is an extremely steep bar.
Ruby.
Extremely steep bar, and I think that should only ever happen when you have the utmost necessity.
Interesting, Ruby.
Sure.
I have a question. Why did you do the Ruby?
Thank you.
Because it's my core color. 19.
I guess for me as a player, I would have done the, just not
with
like.
all the yonks and reassurance,
I would've done the
I probably
blue.
would have saved it.
I honestly think, however,
Interesting.
that something from the deck should probably be restricted, but I'm not sure what. That's only if like people were playing like competitively as they possibly should, and it probably should be Jam Daytona, but I'm not sure.
I know, isn't that crazy?
It's the best card though. It's the best draw card.
It is. Yeah.
It's the
That
best.
should be restricted?
bizarre, but
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What
It
if it
is.
was at least put
Probably-
down? I know this is crazy. Put down to 2 though, instead of.
That's not.
You
an
can't
administrative-
monkey with the format and start making 2 ofs and 3 ofs and stuff.
The,
Then
it's
it's-
just the
I don't like the
administration.
thought of it either.
The administration of the format.
Whose turn is it?
requires Administrative simplicity, and so you need to have it down to 0, 1, or 4, which is functionally what the ban and restricted list does. It's also a difference of philosophy. You can take the position. That's not a totally unreasonable call, in my opinion. Sure.
Volcanic.
Swords.
You didn't even flip it.
So when all the
It's a gentleman's flip.
Good. Yeah. Saves us some time.
when all
That's
of the
good call.
cards are so expensive to play, like you're talking about like serendipity, a
What'd you put in the fight?
3/4
Sitting,
for
sorry,
3.
sitting in a bottle. It's his deck.
Well, it's Michael Scheffenecker's deck.
I know, but it's your physical
Main deck.
Yeah,
You one
main
card
deck.
currently?
I do,
Main deck? Wow.
as it should be.
Yeah, wow. Yep.
There's one main deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't own any sitting
I'm
in
not
bottles.
17, by the way.
I
Is
need
that,
to buy them.
Edwin, is that the next card of
Yeah,
Spike?
you burned for 1 off the.
I'm not
workshop.
saying that.
You take the
It's a
other
I
good
forgot
card.
we have burn in this.
It's a
one.
good
Yeah,
card.
okay.
I need to buy some.
Take another 2.
I think City of Bottle's better than Shahrazad, to be honest.
Oh
I
yeah.
went to 21.
Yeah,
No, no
It's
question
done.
about that, for sure. Sitting in a bottle is huge in the format. It's a very, just like you said, it's a very underplayed card.
Very underplayed.
It's
I'd
yeah,
pass.
for sure. I just don't happen to own any yet.
When you said that you're going to lose this game, Steven, that's your experience, are you saying that because just you can tell how this...
My mulligan was my mulligan was weak. I didn't have any sustained pressure.
Even with this guy?
Well,
This
he
didn't
drew
do
that.
anything. I
That
drew it on
was
turn
like
3.
second or
Oh,
third
right.
draw.
Okay, that's what it was. Yep.
He'd already
you're right.
played all his moxes before he pulled that.
Sure.
Otherwise, I'm sure he would have played it differently.
Absolutely. Recall.
2. Yeah. I'll get Chaos Sword. And I think probably it's the maximum flexibility here.
Can I see what you got in your graveyard?
Yeah, it's basically mana. And,
Just get the disenchant. Everything I have is disenchant.
No, it's not necessarily. With,
That is maximum flexibility. It basically hits everything in this deck
It
except
doesn't
the
kill. It doesn't kill ATOG.
I was good about to say everything except the ATOG.
Yeah, and strip mine may be more valuable in order to kill
I guess
off,
you could get plow
You get
too.
the Suchis and the Onks, though.
If I were him, I would probably.
I don't care about Anka Mishra. It hurts him more than it does me right now, probably. I actually want him to draw 4 Anka Mishra in a row. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. The disenchant seems like it would be what I would get. But
I think I would.
can I see your graveyard?
I'm heavily
The
drawn in the
spread?
direction of the workshop, actually.
Can I see the spread
Yeah.
of the graveyard?
These are being discarded.
Okay.
So it's this. These are the targets.
Oh, those are interesting targets. Yeah, I mean, there are legitimately 3 solid options there, in addition to the cast word. Or you could just go more efficient and get plow and
I'm getting disenchant.
that's what I would.
Disenchant deals 4 damage to you. Right?
That's why I suggested it.
Done.
What a moment, guys.
All right, let's inflict 4
14.
and test your theory about Ankh. Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, interesting.
1 card per round.
I do.
You're at 14.
I am. I'm at 17. I haven't taken the. You're at 14.
Sure. Divine Offering.
Nice.
Sexy.
I'm just gonna scoop. There's no.
Yeah, that's good. Main deck, very nice. All right, sideboard. Let's do it.
All right.
All right, so in that particular game,
She went 3 out of 5.
Brian took the game.
That's okay. Daniel wants us to do that, so we'll do
No,
it.
this is. It's not, I'm not Daniel. It's Don Ching. Don Ching. Wait, hold on a second.
I'm almost about to play now.
Remind me what this is again.
Brian, what do you think?
Oh, that's supposed to be-
So the first game was kind of the typical library.
What's the typical library?
But that game was obviously showing the more dominance of
Well,
what
I
your
had-
build is, because I love the main deck Divine Offering. You have 2 of them on one.
Tower's a real big factor too against decks that are trying to kill you with Vice and Bolts too. It makes a giant difference. But honestly, the way that you beat this ATOG deck most of the time is that you don't actually kill Black Vice. You just ignore it.
Yeah, you have to
Just-
get under.
You get underneath it and you make them draw Vices that do nothing. And you steal.
Steven, I gotta say, your first game, the cards you had in your hand were incredible.
Yeah.
That was way more
It was
amazing.
also.
It was overwhelming. There was
Yeah,
no-
yours and yours was
No, my hand was fine
average.
with more mana, but he drew the strip mine as well.
And
I would
also-
have been fine.
Yeah, 2
I
strip
also
mines, right?
declined to do anything so that he couldn't react.
Yeah, that's totally
Right.
correct. To just sit
In
there and
his
pass and pass
total
and pass.
passivity, which is a quote from Brian's old dojo article.
Yeah.
That's a skill play. All right, so sideboard, you guys. What do you guys think should happen?
I think overall, I think Brian's assessment is right that he is favored pre-board, and the main reason is because
Interesting.
my deck is full of junk. Specifically, Chain Lightnings and Lightning Bolts are really like not effective.
Yeah, they're on the weak side for sure.
Yeah, and but I definitely can win through tempo like I did in the first game, although it was weird tempo. plus
Library of Alexandria.
Well, the
Temple.
library,
No,
I,
just-
Come on, Brian.
I drew 2 cards off of the library.
Sure.
Because I time walked. But
3.
3 was 3. So and so that's what we call it library. But it was at a cost. I mean, I could have gotten inflicted more damage faster if I hadn't been on library.
All right, before you choosing the. Oh, okay.
I still need to bring more cards out.
What the hell is that?
This is not what it is.
Oh, okay. What is that?
This-
Oh, is that a
It's a different
proxy?
card. Yeah, it's a proxy.
Oh. What is the? Oh.
He'll whisper it to you in your ear. I don't want to say it out
Here's,
loud.
what was the?
What's the?
Well,
what is
was
this
this?
card?
Yeah.
Tranquility.
Okay. All right.
That was real soft, that one. Sorry.
Yes. Definitely audible.
Well, it was.
Sorry.
Well,
It's
yeah.
all
It was.
good.
It was audible. It was a T word. Time
Not
walk.
as good as my
Time.
balls today,
He's
most of it.
he's boarding out time twister. All right, guys.
Some of them were
Game 3 coming up here. We'll talk to you guys in a little bit.